welcome to the Healthy Acton Coalition meeting. It's normally held the third Monday of each month from 6 to 7 right here at the Town Hall. Anybody is welcome to come and join and give us some feedback. So, like I said, we're talking about the cover page. I'd love to do a photograph of the town center and have my husband transfer it to like a sketch.
What town center, where's that?
This is it.
The town, like the town
Yeah.
complex buildings.
Okay,
The
so you take it
library.
from down by the road, so you can see the church, the town
Town
hall.
Yeah, but so that the gym is not, I was looking at a photo and the gym kind of blocks the library.
Should be the library, the town hall, and you can get a piece of the church, you know,
Yeah.
because not that it's emphasized at all, because of, obviously, it's a
Just that
town
it's
thing,
like-
but, and that's one of the, very active parts of town where they have different organizations and stuff, so I think that would be fine.
Yeah.
I'm all for that, I
So
mean,
that's what I was thinking, because I think that photographs, like just the photograph is
Yeah, they
too much ink, but
Yeah.
I think that a sketched photograph. would
or
look nice.
even just outline drawing, if
Yeah.
somebody's good at that, would be fine.
I think, I don't know, he's got a program that can convert it, I think.
Yeah,
And I was able to change your page around.
oh, okay.
I know you said you didn't mind it the other way.
Oh, I liked it, yeah, I had no problem the other way, it was,
Terry.
Terry, I can never remember, wanted it vertical. which
And
is-
doing that, I also was able to, I think I increased the font size.
Yeah, as long as it all fits on, you're all set.
And the only other new page I added,
Have you decided where this page is gonna go?
here,
Because we talked about it at the last meeting, because I was saying I would like to have a separate page, so we could tack it up, because I know a lot of people, this is the one page to contact. But Terry suggested, and I think it would be good rather than a separate page, if this was attached to the back, so you could rip it off and put it up.
oh, okay.
You know, that's the only thing, it doesn't matter, I think it would be more functional that way.
Okay.
Because this would give us telephone, it does give telephone numbers, right? Yeah. That people could be reached at. And that way, if they choose to leave it in the packet, it won't get lost. So,
Um, I added a school page. I talked with Julie at the school, and she gave me suggestions on what to add to it. And I added more to attend school committee meeting, PTG meeting, and assembly, and have the copy and conversation, whole quote in there.
yeah, nice.
And volunteer, and then for more information.
Sounds good to me. I think you've done a wonderful job on this packet. I think it's great.
Then I just added the fair to the list. Put the location of the boat launches. I'm not sure where Square Pond boat launch is.
It's hard to describe. You come in Goose Pond Road,
Yeah,
and then you go up West Shore Drive,
yeah,
all right, and you go up almost to the end. You're gonna go across, there's a big culvert, and there's water and everything on the left, and Square Pond on the right. And that water is the launch. I believe, I've never gone down actually to the launch, but I
so
believe,
you call that West Shore Road?
I think it's West Shore Drive.
So,
See, I always think of
I can tell you where.
I think of West Shore Drive as being on Loon Pond.
East Shore. That's
But
east.
there's
On
two.
the map
There's
there,
two
you
on
can see
East
it.
and-
Oh,
Well, I think they
West.
changed the name but I used to live on West, I used to live there, that's why I know about it.
Just east.
My only comment on this here is if you could put, now that you know you got enough room, if you could put the font for the title a little bigger.
Oh, I did.
Oh, okay.
You
Oh, okay,
got-
that looks
after-
great.
After I printed that, I thought, oh, I forgot to put the fair on there.
Oh, okay,
And then
yeah.
I thought, that doesn't look nice, so
No.
I did that.
That's perfect.
Okay. I'm gonna take, and does Square Pond have a swimming pool?
I don't know much about, I could find out more because my daughter's boyfriend lives there. I know that there's a public, I think there's a public beach. You go down Treasure Island Road, and then you go all the way to the end of it, and like that, and on the left is a public area, I believe,
Oh.
down there. But I don't know the actual, because at a certain point, that road
So it's not
ends.
with
and
the boat launch then?
No, I don't think so. Not where he's describing anyways.
The funny thing is, it's not on the map though.
Yeah.
It's not?
Have you got your
Oh,
cell phone? Because Cassie is at my house, she would know.
she knows,
She lives there.
I was gonna look on here.
Oh, no. Wait a
Yeah.
minute, yeah, I'll call up, see, okay. I don't have a cell phone, so get me up on there and running. I can't afford one.
Don't feel lonely, I haven't got one either.
My kids do, they have
Everybody
a
has.
walking computer, and they don't need a computer anymore, it's all on their
You should
iPhone.
keep having yours.
Okay.
Okay, so boat access, school, yeah, I guess that would be,
I don't, that map there, I doubt shows it at all.
it doesn't show you the road, but I'm not seeing the swimming pool.
I'll ask her if it's, but she'll know if it's public or not. It's right near their house.
Oh,
Well,
Hi.
It's right up here.
All right.
It's West Shore Drive.
We're wondering about on Square Pond if there is a public swimming
It might-
area.
This looks like a
Didn't you say that one not too
stream.
far from your
This
house?
might be it,
Public?
yeah,
right here, that comes over into West Shore Drive.
okay.
But, as I say.
You know where you
it's
go
on
swimming?
The left, is the boat launch, and on the right is Square Pond.
Oh, okay.
And I think that little creek there is
Oh, okay.
what has been enlarged, and, so that they can put a boat in there. And
Okay,
then there's a very big culvert.
okay, they're right away.
So that
Oh, okay, that's what I was thinking of. So you don't know of any public
go
swimming
back and
areas
forth
there?
underneath the road through this culvert.
Okay.
Okay, what about a boat launch? Do you know where the boat
So
launch
maybe
is?
This boat launch is.
Which one is
No?
this? That's Square Pond.
Right, but this boat, that's saying there's a boat launch right there in that key.
I don't know what it is. It's not the Square Pond boat launch.
Oh, would that be the Treasure Island?
There's Treasure Island there.
Is that road?
I would,
If you were to take,
Yeah?
Goose Pond further down,
Right,
where the ferry is.
Okay.
Yes, where the ferry is.
fairly,
To get to Treasure Island.
Okay.
Take the ferry to Treasure Island.
oh, right, yeah.
So it's near that road.
oh, okay.
Well, it comes off of Goose
Okay.
Pond Road. I don't know if it's gonna show here.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Bye. Okay. Technically, I guess there's two boat launches.
Okay, that answers.
One would be probably the one you were talking about, but if you go down Treasure Island and, there's a Y in the road, if you go to the left,
Yeah, right
which is
here.
your way to go to Treasure Island to get up,
Right.
you can do a boat launch there. And then the swimming place that I was thinking of is not a public beach, it is deeded to all the camp owners
Oh, okay.
that go
Horn Pond
there.
has one of those.
Yeah, so. Horn Pond, where's that located
Do
on
you
Horn Pond?
figure Bellows get to swim there?
Where the rocks are down,
Mount View?
yeah, road.
It's off in there somewhere.
Oh. There are rights of way along
Yeah.
there that anybody can go down through, but I didn't know there was deeded, so, yeah, okay.
And what we need is Lorraine to
Yeah.
get the appropriate map. That will show it.
Yeah. So,
You see,
ask Lorraine to, yeah, if anybody knows, Lorraine would know and find the right. What's the latest map for the town of Acton?
What do you know?
I mean, how
it was done last
recently?
year.
Last year? Okay, I was just wondering. Could you think it would be on that one if it?
Well, that's the map, right
Yeah.
up there on the wall.
Right, so. Because they probably don't have boat launches and all that stuff on.
They should have it.
They should though, that's what I'm saying. And that might be a suggestion that we could give, that when they update the next map, to make sure that all the public access places are indicated, such as boat launches, swimming pools, and that kind of stuff. That would be something we could make a suggestion for, to update. Not that it has to be done right away, it's just that. Because there's Grady, I mean, all the lakes, I think there's like 10 of them in town, 10 or 11. So,
10 or 11 what?
lakes,
Oh,
But not
launches.
not boat launches.
no, and not public swimming either, but
In fact, I think the boat launch for Mousen is actually in Shaker, isn't it?
technically. So is the swimming area,
Oh,
the foot of the pond.
I mean, we could also add, because there's a boat launch off for Salmon Falls River, off of
By the dam.
Copper.
Yeah, near Rodan.
Yeah,
That's where, around that sharp corner.
so I think I can add that.
Yeah, that is definitely, because
Doesn't
they
have to
use
be
it
a
all the
lake.
time. No, it's
So-
access, and then people use it all the time. They go fishing there too.
I'll add that, Salmon Falls River, Upper,
You might want to put Rodan, because people know where that is.
RO,
R-O-E or R-O-W?
I didn't know it had a name.
Yeah,
I didn't
Rodan.
either.
No?
Yeah. Rodan.
R-O-W-E?
I don't know, actually, how to spell. I actually have a painting that somebody did of it, a relative of mine years ago.
Oh, wow.
No, well, you know, that's not really a boat launch. And you can launch a kayak from it or a canoe.
I've seen them put small boat, I mean, it's not a big boat, but it's just like a regular ramp, only it's dirt, it's not
Yeah.
cement or anything. But they can put a boat in there and go up. Now, see, the one, they also launch
Oh,
off
like a
at
little
what we
fishing
call the,
boat.
yeah, they also go off from what we call the Haight, which is the flat area before you get to where you're talking, but that's just the opening in the,
The weeds.
right,
Oh.
and that's what people, that's where people used to go, before they updated the dam and all that stuff, they used to go fishing there, and they would put, like you said, kayaks and, things like
Well,
that.
AWA uses that section, to launch the canoes and everything
Yeah.
for their annual
Oh,
canoe.
yeah. So, that's all I know about the Salmon Falls as far as from there, but I would call that a boat ramp, it's a boat launch, I mean, it's angled down perfectly, just like a regular boat launch would be. The only difference is, I don't know what the requirement, there is no cement or tar or whatever, it's all dirt.
And they're not calling it a swimming hole, even though it looks beachy.
Oh, yeah, no, they don't, because there's a dam there, I wouldn't call it that. People swim there, but they shouldn't be.
I love the ducks.
And the ducks, yeah, a lot of fish too. But, yeah, no, I would not call that a swimming area because there's also a lot of snakes around it.
Well, there's some, I think they took care of it pretty well last year, but there's some unsavory characters that hang around that.
Always, you never know. But all of those places
Yeah.
do sometimes,
Well, a couple of these places actually have a Facebook page. Square Pond had a Facebook page, and Mousen Lake had a Facebook page. And all of them had websites except for one pond.
I was gonna say Grady's, I know they had an organization that was pretty up to date on stuff like that, but that was a long time ago, I don't look at that stuff.
So the other thing I was gonna do that I didn't do was contact Betsy Kelly.
Say hello to Betsy.
Yeah. So I didn't take very good notes last time. And I'll bring the book over and call Betsy. Look at this.
That was about it. I mean, I didn't, because I know I left here thinking, well, what are we gonna do with the next meeting anyway? 'Cause
Well,
I didn't-
I know, and it's gonna be short, but,
Yeah.
I ended up doing the page for Acton Elementary volunteering. I think I'll try to do a page for PTG. I know, I just don't wanna step on Jana's toes if she's already done work.
She didn't mention her email either.
She answered last month
No.
and said she couldn't make it her son's
Yeah.
basketball, but this month, like I said, maybe I didn't get out in time, I don't know.
Are they still playing basketball? I thought-
It's over,
It's
now.
over, right, yeah, so she should be available.
Yeah. She had the fire, rescue, the recreation department, and the PTG. But I can, help her out by duplicating the work or this is give her a call. I'll try this. But, it'd be nice to wrap this up.
Well, it looks
Yeah.
like it's pretty much done, you know.
Now, out of curiosity, after this is wrapped up, does this committee go away, or is this coalition going to go on?
I don't know what our next step would be. It would be nice to have more people here.
Come
And help
visit us.
You might,
If you have an interest in activities, let us know.
actually, when you talk to Betsy, she might have some ideas.
Yeah.
Well,
Next step.
Yeah, this was the first, I remember when we all going and, this kind of came out of a discussion, and that was just like the first thing of more things to do as far as promoting activities and, needs in the community, but nothing was said as to actually what that would be. I guess we would need to do that, what would be the next thing that we need to work on. I think one of the things we need to talk about is distribution of this. What are you going to do? Are you just gonna stack it in a certain place or something? I would like to see that new people who come into town be presented, not expect them to pick it up, but actually present them with it, whether, some towns have a welcome wagon, but, everybody usually comes to the town hall for something, and they could just make sure that somebody's responsible for handing them. Because as a new person in town, would be very welcoming to know where everything is, who to contact, and, how to get it. That was the whole idea when it first started. It was just gonna be a flyer at one time.
The actual meaning of the whole committee is kind of morphed into another thing
Right.
entirely. But as far as giving out this booklet and everything like that, I think certainly Jennifer in the front office would be glad to have that pile there. It's not adding any work.
No, but I do think we need to make sure that whoever's,
Well,
if it's
she-
Jennifer, should make sure she knows that that's to be given, not just left there, to new people, not regular.
Well, if a taxpayer comes by and grabs one, they're not gonna slap his hand.
Oh, no, we will, but I'm talking about new, anybody can get this. I just wanna make sure that new people who come to town, and obviously they're gonna come to the town hall at one point,
Right.
would say, hey, just want you to know we got this brochure, and maybe this will be helpful for you. That's it,
And that's just exactly what Jen or
Yeah, she could do that.
Belinda, anybody that's in that front office
Right.
can do that.
And,
And they tend to be the ones that would know who's coming in.
right, yeah, no, I think they would be perfect, as long as they know that, just don't let it sit there and expect people to pick it up. That's what I'm saying.
I thought maybe we could also, if I sent these to APAT, if they could run these as an ad as
Yeah.
well. Just send them a file and they could just,
Yeah, absolutely. The question again, who is that? And again, Jennifer's probably the best. Mike Corey is the guy that runs the APAC. So if you know Mike, that's a good place to start.
yeah. I think it just has to run by Jen to make sure it's okay
Yeah,
before
right.
Mike does it. And maybe some of these people already have advertisements up. I don't know, if the Acton Chaplain Historical Society.
And again, that's where he would know that, once you have it approved.
Okay.
No sense doing duplicate.
It'd be nice if I reached out to the groups in the packet, not just over the phone, but, show it to them.
Well, maybe that's something we should do, is give each one of those organizations, or even ask them, is there anybody in your group that you think would like, we could give them copies. The basis would be here at the town hall, but each one of the, like, the Owls Club or whatever, they could say, here, use this.
I should probably get an estimate on how much it would cost to produce it,
You what?
to produce the copies.
Oh, you mean the booklet itself?
Yeah. And then I wonder if some of the organizations might donate.
Right, I mean, you need to check out different places, because I know you can do this at the school, you'll have to pay for it, but, and then, even a printing place, they can do them pretty cheaply, and just get quotes from different people, like bids, I guess is the official term.
Yeah, I mean, actually, you have to have camera-ready stuff for it.
Camera-ready.
Oh, like on a file, electronic file.
Yeah.
They like to have that rather than photocopy.
In other words, handing them this, you're not gonna get anybody to give you a very good price, or it'll be very high. I mean, it wants to go by, past somebody that, does this for a living or something.
Yeah.
And,
There's that print place down in Sanford, way down in, I don't know what.
the Lincoln Press, or whatever they call it.
That's another place, this is like a Zippy copy place, or there's another one down, I don't know the name of it, but it's down in South Sanford on the right, where they have the storage things in the back. They have a print place there. I mean, you always can go to the business place. I'm having this in a
Staples.
moment.
Oh, like the Staples?
Yeah, like Staples or something, just to check. I mean, I had mine, I just handed something like this to, I had a family reunion, and I had like 80 copies printed off. And I don't know if it was high or expensive, but they were very cooperative, they did it quickly. You had a choice of regular paper or a little harder paper if you wanted, and I obviously went with the regular white paper except for the cover, and I went with a little stronger paper, but it did cost more. So, you can do it that way. I mean, and it wasn't as you said, it wasn't camera ready, it was right on paper like this. So, I don't know where else, but I just think we can't go to more than one place and check out prices.
You could always check, at least for one bidder, the people that do the annual report. for the-
Right, yeah, the town could maybe get a cut rate,
Well, they should,
you know?
actually.
Yeah, so, that's true,
And the rain would have that.
yeah.
So, that's it.
It's still daylight, it's good.
What's that?
I say it's still daylight, that's good.
I know.
Yeah, I'm all in favor
Um,
of that.
And this, once this is updated, I'll just add this, it's on the paper. I don't think I'm gonna change anything on that. Or add any touch.
Just make sure it's up to date.
Yeah, I think Jen's getting ready to update it, because the library's gonna be changed. The hours will be different.
Oh, I didn't think. Save it for after the next meeting.
We could put them on the front.
Oh, but then you gotta get out of the car, I just wanna know, I who wants to get out and walk up there to find out what,
It'll be, Tuesday, Wednesday, 9 to 1,
Okay.
Thursday, 2 to 7,
Okay,
Friday, 11 to 3, and then
Okay.
Saturday, 9 to 12. They're only changing slightly,
Yeah.
making Friday shorter and then the other days.
what was really helpful was Mary had those little pieces of paper in the library and had it on, and we grab them and stick them on the wall so because we can never remember. Just like the town hall hours, never can remember what they are because they're not consistent, so we have, they're the same as what they've been for years and years, it's just we're not.
They're actually getting closer to
Yeah.
what's going on at the town
Yeah.
hall.
Yeah, so, sounds good.
Yeah,
Meeting is adjourned?
yes.
Meeting is adjourned?
Thank you. Oh, next meeting,
Yeah.
third Monday,
Yeah,
Wait, is that
I don't have a
vacation
calendar,
again?
I've got a-
I have a calendar with me for once, I don't usually, but,
if that's April vacation, you won't be here.
okay, the third, it's the week of the 21st.
Yep, I won't be here. Can we get the 28th?
All right with me. There's four, yeah. Yep.
So it's
Monday,
Monday,
April 28th
At 6, right?
at 6.
Please call me like you can today.
Try to call before 5:30.
Hey, you know what? But I probably would have forgotten if you'd have done it yesterday, I probably would have forgotten today.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, no, I meant to, it's just, my brain doesn't work much anymore. Ever since I got sick, I'm like, foolish.
So our next meeting will be April 28th, 6 to 7, or sooner. Please come and share your ideas. Thank you.